mean, there's obviously, but we still have one job to do. So the way we play tonight, shows who we are, and we have one more opportunity to impose, our will in this series, and that's what we want to do.
Hey, Steph, Michelle Steele, ESPN. This team came up with a lot of stops to close out this game. What would you say about your team's defense coming down the stretch?
I mean, that's been our calling card the last 3-4 years that have made us a championship caliber team, a championship winning team. So, in this building, we gave up 70-something first half points the last 2 times we've been here, and that was going to be the difference if we had a chance to win tonight, if we could get some stops, make them work. And down the stretch, we stayed disciplined. They're going to attack the basket, you can't foul. You got to contest shots and just make them work on every possession. Andre did a great job, Harrison did a great job on KD. Draymond when he has opportunities, Klay on Russell. Everybody pitched in. We can do a little bit better job rebounding, which is something we need for Game 7, but if we have that same effort, we'll be fine.
Hey Steph, Phil Barber, Santa Rosa Press Democrat. There's been a lot of nights this year, last couple years, when you've been more or less unstoppable and Klay chips in with enough to make the difference. What's it like for you to know that that can be reversed and this team can still be successful?
I mean, all Klay needs is just a sliver of daylight, and the shots he made tonight were huge, obviously, but they were shots that he had his feet underneath him, and he just had all the confidence in the world, and he understood the moment. There were crucial situations, especially to start that fourth quarter, where a 4-point game, 6-point game, 8-point game. He hit a timely shot that kept us in it, and then obviously the one where it's tied and he comes down and knocks down a 3 in transition. That was huge. So I'm sure there's more in the chamber for that for Game 7. So we need that punch.
Kennedy, Lawton Constitution. Steph, as the series has gone on, how much more comfortable are you feeling, and you feel like the team is feeling, with the way the Thunder has defended you in terms of all the switching?
I mean, there's adjustments we made, but the biggest thing is just moving the ball and moving bodies, setting screens for each other, trying to create confusion and miscommunication on their end, and then not turn the ball over. We did a great job of that in the second half, of not turning it over and giving ourselves a chance to get shots up and finish possessions and not fuel their offense. So that was the difference. Tonight versus the last 2 games on the road, and we understand the formula. We just got to execute it come Game 7.
Karen Krause from the New York Times. What do you remember about your dad's Game 7 experience? Were you at the arena that night? 2001.
Oh, against Philly?
Yes.
No, I was watching that at home. I was still mad at Lenny Wilkins for making him the takeout man in the last shot. Obviously, Vince took it, but no, I mean, it's cool just being around the game and understanding the hype and the sense of urgency in a Game 7 situation, just watching it. But been in one so far in my career, and didn't turn out the way we wanted to. I have another opportunity to get the job done on Monday. Okay.
Steve Kerr said he was asked about when Klay's long threes and the beauty of Steph and Klay. They kind of walk that fine line between lethal and crazy. How do you determine that fine line, and do you care?
No, you care because obviously you want to understand time and score and all that, but I mean, you make 10 threes, that's a good shot. For him in rhythm to come down and knock it down. So there's confidence, but there's also kind of still kind of on edge, watching the ball in there, like please go in, and it did. But he's always told us in those flow of the game. If you have a shot and you feel comfortable, take it. We'll live with the results in those situations. Don't want to second guess yourself while you're out there.
Eric, KCRC and Enid, you had two questions. You had 9 points at half, and then you come out and score 14 in the third quarter. Then you kind of got going into the fourth. What adjustments did you make kind of at halftime to come out in the second half? And the second one is, where does this game kind of rank personally for you? I know it doesn't win you a championship, but you could tell from your celebration at the end that it had been a lot to you to force this Game 7 going back home.
There weren't many adjustments, just in the first half I got in the paint a couple times and had a little bit of indecision whether I should shoot it or look for the open guy, and I had a couple turnovers and just had more composure in those kind of situations. And then obviously I just found a couple open lanes for three and made them. Same shot I took in the first half, but then just found a rhythm. I think I fed off of Klay for sure in that situation. And then, I mean, this is a huge win for us, considering, you know, we've had 2 elimination games and we needed to take advantage of them and just find a way to win. So, yeah, you're right. Doesn't win us a ring, doesn't you know, popping champagne or anything right now. We're excited about the opportunity to go to go home and have a Game 7. So it ranks up there for sure because we're still alive.
Oklahoma City stuff. Talk about going home for Game 7. Both teams have shown they can win on the road in this series. What it's going to take emotionally and just the resiliency it's going to take to pull it out.
I mean, it's going to be a hard game. If we thought tonight was hard, Game 7 is going to be even tougher. Everybody's on both sides of the ball is going to leave it all out on the floor. So, you know, it's win or go home. So we can't expect just because we're at home that we can just show up and win. It's kind of the same message you talk about throughout the course of the playoffs. You have to play, you know, our best game and be physical and be smart and execute our game plan 100% for full 48 minutes. Feed off our home crowd and give them something to cheer about. I think we need to get off to a good start and build momentum and then, you know, finish out the game.
Steph, it didn't seem to make a big difference, but did you hurt your wrist a little on one play, and are you getting a little tired of the aches and pains at this point?
No, I actually kind of like it because it understands, I mean, you understand the moment of the playoffs and just kind of gets you going. You know, I'll be ready to go and give it everything I got for Game 7.